Right after the biggest World Cup in history, 36 professional soccer teams are about to throw down in a tournament most Americans still don't fully understand. And I'm not talking about some meaningless preseason friendly. I'm talking about a real trophy, real bragging rights, and a direct path into next year's Concacaf Champions Cup. This is Leagues Cup 2026. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how it works, why it exists, and why your city's MLS team is about to get tested by clubs with way more history than you'd expect. Let's get into it. What is this thing, actually? Okay, first things first. Leagues Cup is not MLS. It's not Liga MX. It's the two of them smashed together into one tournament. Think of it like this. Imagine the NFL had to stop pretending college football didn't exist and instead had to play those teams for real for a trophy every single summer. That's roughly the energy here. 18 MLS teams, 18 Liga MX teams, 36 total, one shared bracket. In theory, that sounds simple. In practice, it's a logistical monster, and we'll get to why in a second. The league most Americans underestimate. Here's something a lot of US fans don't fully clock. Liga MX isn't some scrappy neighbor league. It's old, it's deep, and it's packed with fan culture that rivals anything in Europe. Some of these clubs have been around since before MLS existed, with stadiums that get louder than most NFL venues. MLS, by comparison, is still the newer kid building its resume. So when these two leagues collide, it's not a mismatch. It's closer to your local team stepping into a ring with someone who's been training a lot longer. That gap is exactly what makes this tournament interesting. Why it even exists. MLS and Liga MX have always had this tension. Fans on both sides love arguing about who's actually better. So a few years back, someone had a genuinely smart idea. Stop guessing. Just make them play. Leagues Cup was built to settle that argument on the field, sell a ton of tickets doing it, and give both leagues a real trophy to fight over mid-season. And it worked. This thing is now a fixture on the calendar, and it's only getting bigger. The timing is not an accident. This next part matters more than people realize. Leagues Cup 2026 kicks off August 4th, right after the World Cup wraps up in North America. That's not a coincidence. The organizers are riding the biggest wave of soccer hype this continent has ever seen. Casual fans who just spent a month glued to the World Cup are suddenly going to have another huge tournament to watch, featuring teams they actually recognize from their own city. That's smart scheduling. That's also, frankly, kind of ruthless marketing. And I respect it. How teams even get in? You might be wondering, do all 36 teams just show up automatically? No, all 18 Liga MX clubs get in no matter what. That's just how their league works. But MLS is different. Only 18 MLS teams qualify, and they earn it. Specifically, the top 9 teams from each conference, Eastern and Western, that made the 2025 MLS Cup playoffs. So if your favorite MLS team had a rough season last year, sorry, they're watching this one from home. This sounds simple. It isn't, because it means the MLS side of the bracket is already loaded with the best teams in the league before a single ball gets kicked. Phase 1, the warm-up that actually counts. Here's where it gets interesting. The tournament starts with what's called Phase 1, running August 4th through 13th. Every team plays 3 games. And here's the twist. Every single one of those games is MLS versus Liga MX. No MLS team plays another MLS team. No Liga MX team plays another Liga MX team. It's interleague only all the way through. That's 54 total matches of pure cross-border soccer. Results get tallied into 2 separate standings, one for MLS teams, one for Liga MX teams, kind of like 2 parallel leaderboards racing toward the same finish line. The knockout rounds, where it gets ruthless. After Phase 1, only the top 4 teams from the MLS table and the top 4 from the Liga MX table survive. That's 8 teams total moving into the knockout stage. And Leagues Cup has one rule here that makes it brutal. No draws. Ever. If a game is tied, it goes straight to penalties. No extra time, no mercy. You know the type of tournament this creates. Every knockout match feels like a coin flip wrapped in 90 minutes of tension. Quarterfinals run August 25th through 27th. Still strictly MLS versus Liga MX. Semifinals follow September 1st and 2nd. Then everything collides on September 6th with the third place match and the final on the same day, deciding who actually gets to call themselves the best team in North America. Why you should actually care. Here's the real payoff, and this is the part that matters most if you're a US fan. If your city's MLS team makes a deep run here, they're not just winning bragging rights over a Mexican club. They're proving your team belongs on the same level as a league with way more history and way louder fan bases. And the top 3 finishers lock in a spot in the 2027 Concacaf Champions Cup, an even bigger stage. So when your local team takes the field in August, this isn't filler between seasons. It's your city's shot at a statement win. So here's the one-sentence version. Leagues Cup 2026 is 36 teams, 2 leagues, 1 relentless bracket, all designed to finally answer the question American soccer fans have been arguing about for years. Is MLS actually catching up to Liga MX, or does it still have a long way to go? My prediction? This gap closes faster than people expect. So here's my question for you. Do you think your city's team can actually go toe-to-toe with Liga MX this summer? If you want the full bracket breakdown and a prediction on who's actually favored once the knockout rounds hit subscribe because that video's coming before the tournament even kicks off.